Hi, I'm Candace Carricart. I am here with the Mom Economy, and I'm here with my very good friend. I'm so excited to introduce you to, if you have been living under a rock and you don't know who she is, the fabulous Shannon Allen.
Thank you for having me. Hey everybody, thanks for coming and joining us today at Grown.
I'm really happy to be here with my favorite juice and my favorite girl.
This is so fun we get to do this, by the way. People don't know at home we're actually really friends. We have 1 million children between the two of us.
Yes.
And so we're constantly like checking in on each other, like, how do you do this? How did you do that? How come you look so cute? Like, why don't you have a mussy bun? And like, how come your nose isn't running?
Why is your car clean? How do you do that?
This has been a really challenging year for the world. Like, we're living in completely unprecedented times. To say that it's been the most bizarre year on record is seriously a gross understatement. But for the hospitality industry, it's been nearly impossible to stay in business. And for restaurants in general, I mean, anywhere you still go that is still in business, you need to like make out with the person behind the counter, because a miracle is happening behind the scenes that you don't know about for them to exist. And for us to be sitting in this new space, this stunning new 3,500 square foot beacon of light and beauty and love, truly was a miracle of God, because this happened during the pandemic when we didn't know how we were going to pay payroll, how we were going to keep organic food on the shelves, how we were going to continue to be who we say we are to our guests. And literally, we are like a rose growing out of blue concrete with this gorgeous new location. So beyond everything else, we just feel so blessed, and I feel so blessed to have you here.
I'll say, I really think it's interesting you chose the word beacon, because I feel like your team culture has always been that. It is different. The people who you see working behind the counter are different at Grown. The energy is different. What have you done to grow that team experience? And just tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you for saying that, first of all, because when you run a business, the hardest thing in the world to keep going is culture. It's like, how do we move every single day with excellence, but with kindness? Because it gets really hot in the kitchen. And you mentioned it before, we have a different kind of quick service restaurant / fast food experience. This is not your grandmother's fast food. We're the first ever 100% USDA organic certified fast food restaurant in the country. And there's no playbook. Like, we literally are reinventing fast food, and there is no one that we could go to ask for help, because it's literally never been done before. So in addition to reinventing fast food or being the future of fast food, we also really wanted to make sure that the people that work with us, alongside of us every day, feel special, feel valued, are paid fairly, have access to insurance, exist in a way that the traditional fast food model hasn't allowed team members to feel excited about what they do. It's typically a very shameful experience. It's like, I just sold this person 2 dozen donuts, and they're sitting in a corner with, a latte this big and 3 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm watching them eat the entire thing, and I know that's not good for them. So when I leave here every day, I don't feel good about what I contributed to the world. Grown is the antithesis of that, but it doesn't make it any easier of a job. So I always tell people the magic of Grown is certainly what we do, but the fact that 66% of the people that work with us every day have been with us since we opened our doors. That's unheard of in fast food. The average turnover ratio is 300% every year, which means every single position in the restaurant turns over 3 times. And we still have our original dishwasher employed, Anton. Shout out Anton Jones. We love Anton, and he's been with us since we opened our doors. And I think, the magic of that is that people believe in the mission.
I think it's amazing that the Mom Economy chose you,
Absolutely.
Of all people, because you literally represent everything that they stand for.
The whole impetus and the whole inspiration behind Grown comes from my son Walker, my middle child, who has type 1 diabetes. And then secondarily, the secondary mission, besides trying to encourage and inspire people to live better, eat healthier, and to have more active, fuller lives, and to live longer, is certainly to free women, especially up from mom guilt. It's okay to be running late everywhere and to not be perfect all of the time. And oh, by the way, to hit the drive-through. This gives you an opportunity to say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna check one off in the win column for mom tonight. Maybe I forgot 6 things on my to-do list, and maybe I had one crying at the pickup line and I wasn't there on time, but they're having salmon and Brussels sprouts for dinner out of a drive-through window. So we made it happen today.
And really, when I make that choice, I feel like it's not just a good choice for that moment, but even the next day, you see the difference in your kids. They have better energy, they sleep better, all those things.
People are always like, wow, how did you come up with this idea for Grown? And I'm like, first of all, necessity. People always say like, oh, necessity is the mother of invention. No, mother is the necessity for invention. And
so good.
It's the truth. It is the truth. The greatest things in the world were invented by women because we are literally solving our own problems. And by proxy, we're solving other women's problems.
So you do everything for everybody. What would you do for yourself? What's a gift that you have not given yourself, but you would like to?
I've actually recently been giving myself a gift, which is during COVID, we had a natural boundary that happened. And I'm a yes person. I don't believe in the word no. I don't believe in the words impossible. And those words aren't in my vocabulary, so I don't know how to use them. And I say yes to everything. Because of those reasons, I had a natural boundary. Because COVID is real, and my middle child, Walker, has type 1 diabetes, which put him at the top of the most at-risk list because he has a very serious autoimmune condition. So I started saying, no, I'm so sorry, I can't come. My kids are Zoom schooling. I won't be available for you. If it's online, you got me. If it's in person, it's a hard no. And so during that time, because I was able to say no, I was able to carve out more time for myself for self-care. And so that is the gift I've been giving myself, and I will continue to give myself. It's stuff like not compromising on my morning cup of coffee. That's my time. It's like my 20-minute skincare routine that I do every night before I go to bed. It's elaborate, but it's all for me.
One of our great sponsors for this series is Shopify.
We love Shopify.
So tell me about Shopify.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Shopify?
Well, I love Shopify personally because it makes our online experience so seamless. And again, this is one of those things when you start anything, people always say like, oh, I'm not ready to start. And the truth is, you have to just do it. You have to just jump in with both feet. It's like you're building the parachute on the way down. No one knows what they're doing. Like everyone is gonna act like, oh, we've got it all figured out. Yeah, I've got this great business plan, and I've got a P&L, and I've got a kitchen cabinet of experts. And then you open your doors and you have a line out the door for 15 hours and you do $3 million of top line revenue in year one when everyone told you were crazy and you weren't gonna make a penny. And all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, like I don't know what I'm doing. And that is real. But what's amazing about a company like Shopify is that for the tech piece of it, for the online shopping piece of it, for the merchandise piece of it, and the marketplace piece of it, they make it really seamless. And IT and I, we just do not get along. Like this is just not an area of my expertise. So to be able to be an expert in what we do is really important, but to be able to surround ourselves with people that are a lot smarter than us and are experts in their own field has been essential to our success. So if you go to grown.org, which is our website, and you want to purchase organic CBD products, boom, it's because of Shopify. If you want to go to our new website, Grown Organic Marketplace, which is a new online portal, which will be similar to Amazon, but only for, Amazon, the very best stuff. The organic stuff, the gluten-free stuff, the paleo, vegan, local sustainable stuff, working with local purveyors and entrepreneurs with a very strong focus on female entrepreneurs, Black, Latinx, AAPI, LGBTQ plus population for people that are makers. You'll be able to go grownorganicmarketplace.com and purchase stuff that you love, and that's because of Shopify. So, we love them, and we're hoping that we can establish, an even stronger relationship.